Hi all, this is Simona Rich. In this video I'm going to discuss several subjects. Firstly, just some personal things. I didn't sleep the whole night, so hopefully my eyes won't look too red because I'm trying to change the time that I wake up. So usually, because I work for myself, I'm a night person and I go to sleep when people get up. So I work all night and then I get up at, I go to sleep at 6 a.m. or sometimes even later. And then I wake up at 12 p.m., 1 o'clock, or sometimes later. And this is not good because I don't see much daylight because now days are getting shorter. And also, I'm thinking of taking driving lessons because when it starts getting warmer, I will go back to my land. I haven't seen my land for a long time and I'm going to start making changes there because obviously I want to make it into a livable place. And to make it easier, driving would be so much better because that place is very close to the forest. There are no bus connections or anything like this. So there is train connection, but then you have to walk for a long time to get to my place. So it's not always comfortable. Even by bicycle, it's not always comfortable to go shopping, you know. The nearest shop is maybe 15 minutes away by bicycle, riding quite fast, cycling quite fast. And the big store is in another village, which is how long does it take? Maybe 35 to 40 minutes one way by bicycle. So would I be able to drive? That would be so much easier for me. I don't like driving. I like when I'm riding a motorcycle with my boyfriend. Driving, no, I don't like, but it's just going to be so much more comfortable. So I'm thinking of doing that. I will look, I need to make inquiries whether there are driving schools now working in this time, at this time. And if they do, then maybe I will book. I don't like it, but that's going to be very convenient for me if I do move to live on my land. And I'm going to save. I really need to have water supply on that land and to extend the house. So these are two main things. So now three main things: to learn how to drive, to get water supply to that land, and to extend that hut. If I can materialize this, that would be wonderful. But of course, a lot of money is involved, so I will need to save. And I also should tell you, if my eyebrows look a little reddish, that's because I did eyebrow lamination, so it irritated my skin a little bit, so it's a little bit red. My eyebrows are not red, it's just the skin is a little bit red. And I also cut my hair myself. It's not perfect, but it's fine. I really need to go to get it done professionally, but I will check if I'm sure there are good places here to cut my hair. So in this video, I'm going to speak about social media, how it impacts people, especially social media platforms such as Instagram, because now everyone is using filters and some people really alter their appearance and they look nothing like the pictures that they show on Instagram. When those people post images of themselves that look nothing like reality, but they look perfect, then other people start feeling insecure and they start also using those filters, Facetune, and this is an unfortunate thing because then they would be afraid, like they would be uncomfortable to meet people who follow them on Instagram because they look nothing like their pictures. So it's best to be real, and every person has imperfections, even like people who are well known for their beauty. Most of their pictures are photoshopped, and when you look at unedited, untouched photo, you see that they have many imperfections like all of us do. So it's such an unfortunate thing that now people are so image conscious and they all need to look perfect, and then the obsession becomes about beauty and youth and nothing more. And of course, everyone wants to look beautiful and we all should take care of ourselves, but it's one thing to take care of yourself, to look the best version of yourself, and another to look like a totally different person in your pictures because you edit them to the point of insanity. And all of us should take care of our health, because nobody wants to have bad health problems when they are old, and all of us should take preventive measures so that our old age is good, and all of us should take care of our skin, of our appearance in general, because then it's more comfortable for others, it's more pleasant for others to interact with us, and especially people who make videos, who are public personalities. Of course, they have to take care of themselves as much as possible so that it's just more pleasant to interact with people like this. But that's another thing. That's totally different thing to, trying to alter your appearance, making you look like someone else. And this creates total focus on youth and beauty, and people who start aging, they start feeling so uncomfortable and they kind of disappear from the public life because they no longer look as appealing as they did in their youth. But that's such an unfortunate thing, because when the old age comes, that's the time to share your wisdom, to share what you learn. But unfortunately, our society is fixated on youth, the culture of youth and beauty. But what is youth and beauty for? It's for extension of race. It's all biological. Young people want to look attractive so that they attract a mate, to procreate, to have children. This is the body. It's the aim of the body. And when you meditate, when you get detached from the body, you understand that this is biology. Trying to look attractive is actually to extend the race. I don't know if people will agree with me, but that's what I found out through meditation. However, it's of course good to always try to look good, because then it's pleasant to interact with you. But to try to look sexually appealing when you're old, this is unfortunate, because it means that your whole focus is on something that is a passing period. So there's a period for, looking your best so that you continue the race, and then that period passes, and then another comes of allowing knowledge from your experiences to mature. You start seeing life in a totally different way, so that there are so many other lessons once that period has passed. And those lessons are exciting and they're very important for human development. But the humanity is stuck on that time period of beauty and youth, and that's all that matters. And because of this, if the focus is only on youth and beauty, often even people who are quite old, they don't mature in wisdom, because they don't focus on it. Their focus is on external appearance, and so they don't have much wisdom to share, and so they don't really have anything. The youth has passed, beauty has passed, so, and wisdom is not there. So that's a very sad life. And I see sometimes with actors, especially those who looked very good, or like they were considered sexual symbols, once they start aging, they kind of leave the spotlight because they don't want to show their faces to the world anymore. I've noticed that with 2 Indian stars that I liked. One is Aishwarya Rai. Her beauty, she is really one of the most beautiful women in the world. Yet, of course, now her age is different, and she gave birth to a child, so she no longer looks the way that she did before. And what I'm noticing is that she no longer gives interviews. She's just away from the spotlight. It's like once the beauty has passed, there's nothing else to share. However, there's so much to share. She has so much experience about how to act, how to be in the spotlight. She should pass it on. However, the focus is on beauty, so there is no comfort anymore to, show yourself to the world. And the same thing applies to Shah Rukh Khan, who is also now aging, and he is trying hard to look very young, but there's no need for that, because the reality is everyone will get old. And as I said, there are different lessons for each period of time, and now is the time for him to teach other young actors rather than competing with young actors. To teach them what you know, to pass on your knowledge. What's the point of us living and getting everything to ourselves and not passing on the knowledge, what we learned from this life, but just taking and not giving anything for others to learn from your wisdom. So when the old age is coming, that's the time to start sharing the wisdom rather than going away from the spotlight because the youth is no longer there. And of course, our society is to blame for that. Not really our society, but who controls our society. They want us to keep being fixated on youth and beauty, so that we become so one-dimensional that only the physical matters and the spiritual is no longer there, and people don't mature because their focus is only on the physical. And a lot of focus is also on procreation, on being sexy, and older people are encouraged, to act in such a way. And again, this is for people who are trying to extend the race. This is their biological time, and once the time is over, the interest should naturally shift to something else. And if it doesn't, that means there is something inside that is too fixated. You got stuck in one time period, and there is no longer any progress. And as I said, people who control the earth are responsible for that. But it's up to us whether we allow to be influenced by them or not. And everyone is affected to an extent with this beauty worshipping culture. Everyone. But it's possible to get a little bit detached from it if you don't follow people who totally face tune themselves, who don't look like themselves, who just look perfect. Because if you tend to compare yourself with others, this may make you upset. And then just be with people who are like you, who are natural, who are not afraid to show who they are, and don't base their whole worth on how they look. There is just so much more to people. And there's personality, there's knowledge, there's spiritual experience, and look is just one aspect of people. And it's so sad, for example, when I post something on Facebook, and when I post a picture of myself, then I get so many likes. Yet when I post something intellectual, like, or you can see spiritual, like analysis of astrological chart of some celebrity, there's much less like. So people are so image oriented, not so much information oriented anymore, knowledge oriented, but image oriented. They so much react to the image. So this is conditioned. This is a conditioned response. So this video is getting longer. I need to go out now. I'm going to go to some shops, go for a walk, because I'm changing my time of sleeping. And then I will try to work on some life assessments. And then I'm going to go to sleep and hopefully to wake up in the morning to reset, to change the time I'm going to sleep. So that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Take care.